Mass News is your school authority. With the first week of school already in the rearview mirror for many districts across Western Mass, the Palmer Police Department is informing the public about what they found while cracking down on speeding in school zones. Western Mass News reporter Reagan Locree now joins us this evening in Palmer to explain. Reagan.
Yeah, that's right, Chris. The first week of school is already over here in Palmer, but the number of drivers that have been pulled over is pretty stunning. Now check out these numbers. In just 4 days of school, the Palmer Police Department tells Western Mass News they stopped nearly 30 vehicles for going more than 12 miles per hour over the 20 mile per hour school zone speed limit. Additionally, townwide, the department has seen an increase of speed complaints. Additional traffic enforcement patrols were deployed on Shearer Street, River Street, Stimson Street, and Springfield Street. In total, this past week, 129 vehicles were stopped. Now today, Western Mass News spoke with parents, and one mom tells us numbers like that are exactly why she picks up her kids from school instead of letting them walk or take the bus.
I've noticed it from the jump, but I think it's gotten worse over the years.
Now, Palmer police say that speed signs will be placed throughout town to hopefully crack down on some of the speeding. For now, reporting live in Palmer, Reagan Locree for Western Mass News.